Over 9,000 Kentuckians are still without power, and they're facing another life-threatening hazard. I mentioned it, extreme heat.
It's going to get really, really hot. And that is now our new weather challenge. I mean, areas that are devastated, that we're still getting power to some places, are going to be dangerously hot. So especially for our seniors and those who are otherwise fragile, we need to make sure we get them to a cool place. We do have cooling centers. They are set up for today.
Gosh, they just cannot catch a break there. The governor added that Kentuckians shouldn't be too proud to go to one of these places. It's going to be really hot and really dangerous. Tonight, 8 counties are currently equipped with cooling stations as temperatures are expected to peak around 100 degrees, making search and rescue efforts even more difficult and even more dangerous. I'm joined now by Jeremy Harrell, the founder and CEO of Veterans Club, an organization of veterans, first responders, and their families dedicated to supporting those impacted by the floods. Jeremy, thank you so much for being here. I feel so bad for the people there. They cannot catch a break right now. What's the latest on the ground where you are in Kentucky?
Yeah, so just like you mentioned, Brian, thanks for having me on, by the way, the extreme heat. We were working in several counties today, and it was almost unbearable. And with the continuation of being without power and the inability sometimes to get to those cooling stations are beneficial, but there are still some folks who cannot get to those places because roads are washed away. There are still some high-level water areas in the region. And it's just one more thing that they have to focus on that's really just, beating them down, so to speak. And so, there's just a lot more that needs to happen. There's a lot of things that's going wrong that needs to be fixed, and a lot more support that needs to be had.
So what's going wrong? Because I've been wondering about that. Has the response been good from the government? I mean, 37 people dead. I keep thinking to myself, if 37 people died in a hurricane in Florida, you'd see the president there. We'd be covering it for weeks. It doesn't seem like you guys are getting that kind of a response.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. We had tornadoes in Western Kentucky in December of last year, and it seemed to get more attention. This region of Kentucky has always, in my opinion, as a Kentuckian who's lived here the majority of my life, has been neglected. It's a region where there's a lot of poverty. There's very few resources. And I think that's what we're noticing here. I think this is bringing that to light, that the resources that we have in other areas of the state should come together, just like we do as an organization, and go down there and provide any level of support, whether it's looking for missing folks, whether it's bringing supplies, or whether it's just being there emotionally, because these folks are going to need some emotional support too. There's going to be some mental health issues that need to be addressed. This is very traumatic, very devastating, way beyond anything that you can possibly see in a picture.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I think the latest I heard is hundreds of people are still missing. I mean, how is this not still a major headline in other news organizations? I don't know. Tell me, Jeremy, when you go out on these rescues, what's it like? I mean, is the water still high?
Yeah, so the water is still high in many of the counties. There are counties that are more underwater than others, but there are still rapid currents going through these residential neighborhoods and through these hills and mountains in eastern Kentucky, and there are still many people who have not been found. And we connected with the National Guard, the Kentucky National Guard today, who are working tirelessly and rescuing as many as they can, but there's still more out there, and we don't even necessarily know where everyone is. Cell service in that region is very spotty at best, and the communication has just been at an all-time low, and that makes this challenge even more challenging when there's an inability to communicate. And so we're just going to have to get more aggressive on looking for these folks and identifying where they may be or where they could be.
Yeah, I mean, to think that people have just been there waiting to be rescued. It's now been almost a week, I think. People are probably running out of food and water. Let's just hope that more resources come in. Jeremy, you're doing amazing work, your organization. Thank you so much for stepping up, and thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.